Nice to be again today together. This is the moment. I know we are together every moment, but it's not the internal vision, the internal seeing it also. We need to feed each part of our unit as a human being. We need to be together. We need to feel, to watch, to smell even our energy, our fragrance, to come, to make our prayers. You know, many times I came to my guru, to my Sheikh, and I asked him, I need to pray. He said to me, look at the face of your sisters and brothers. This is a very deep prayer to connect yourself with your origin. Many people try to find their origin, but all of us, we are forgetting that our origin with the other. Search yourself with the other. Connect. Give a hand. Check. You can feel, you can taste, you can see, you can smell, you can connect this. And I remember they used to say when you go to live in any place, new place, they say, Al-jar qabl al-dar. Your neighbor before your house. The meaning, find the depth of the life, the essence of the life. Don't find only the stones. The stones can hide you from the hurricanes, especially in Florida, in Sarasota, my city. You know, but it cannot protect you from yourself. Who will protect you from yourself? You, your friend, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, your enlivened soul and walking and telling you everything. Then don't search a lot. Don't seek a lot. Don't try to watch a lot. Everyone next to you, it's you. Do it. Good morning, Shabuddin.
Good morning, Sheikh Ghassan. Good morning, everyone. So if I may, I'm going to ask everyone, if you can, stop blocking your face. Let everybody see your face, even if you're on your phone, just for a moment. And let's make a prayer out of what Ghassan just said. And just look at every face. Radiate today, the theme is hope. Radiate hope as you see every face. You see the diversity of human beings. And you understand that we're here to learn from each other, to know each other, to love each other. So many of our dear friends who've come on the call have said, they quote this one passage, one surah from the Quran Sharif. It says, I have created you differently, different societies, different religions, different faces. One of my great teachers, Joe Miller, he said, nobody has the same fingerprints as anybody else. We're all unique. Why? So together we can make one hand. So look at the faces with love and with light and understand that each of our life is held by each other. We hold each other in our hands. Remember, there was an old song, he's got the whole world in his hands. We have each other in our hands, and we have the whole world in our hands. And our work, which we all can do, is to love. Really look with love and light and be thankful for whatever our life is right at this moment. Be thankful because it's life itself. I find it so inspiring to look at the faces. I really do. Just human beings, each of us simple and frail, yet together we make something really powerful. And I never forget Margaret Mead, the great sociologist. She said, 100 people with right thinking can change the world. So let's be that 100 people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I'm looking
It's beautiful.
Uh, all of the colors, all of the every kind of life here. From here, we will fly, as we say, we prayer vigils flying till today. We didn't landed, and we will not. We will stay and we will continue to fly. From here to Bethlehem, we will meet the light there of that people from everywhere. Beit Sahur, Bethlehem, Bejala. Wow, wow, wow. I remember, and we remember, Shabuddin and I, the taste of the olive oil.
Olive oil.
Best in the world. And the best people also. From here, we have with us a very special person, a very unique person, really. He is a great Christian person. He's a human being. This is the most important thing. He was born in Bet Sahur. If you will ask me, Bet Sahur at Bethlehem and Bet Jala, it's every house next to another. You cannot differentiate between the people there, and you cannot differentiate between who is a Muslim and who is a Christian and who is a Buddhist and who is, I don't know what. But the most important thing, he is a very great peacemaker. Since he was child, he raised in a family believe in peacemaking, and he studied. I think he nursed that from his mother, and he got that from his father, and he continued the path and the way, and he studied there. He attracted to this path to create peace in the world. And he began to be the head of Holy Land Trust. Many of us, we went to visit there, and we met Sami Awad, if you remember him, that great person. And now we have all of the great people there. I will not talk a lot as usual. You know me, I talk 2 hours or 3 hours. But this time, I would like to invite Elias Deis from Bethlehem, Bet Sahur, Bet Jala. Elias, it's yours, please.
Thank you for the lovely introduction. Thank you for your light, and thank you for all the faces here that joining us for the Peace Vigil, which is very much needed in this time than ever. I send you love and light from Bethlehem, the city where Jesus was born, the first, not the first, but I mean, the peace activist, the one who were standing against the injustice, raising his voice against the oppression, calling for peace, for unity, for love. I'm calling you just from the corner where Jesus was born, in a small cave that he came to the poor. He came to the low-class people, to humanity, to show that God is within us. God is, we are an image of God. Jesus is my inspiration, and this is actually where I see the light and where I get hope. Not only from Jesus, but from all prophets, all from, all holy books. I have in my house, I have the Holy Quran next to the Bible, next to the Torah. This is the mosaic of universe, is the diversity, the different colors, different religions, different belief system. This is how we should celebrate instead of hate, instead of separation. We should celebrate these uniqueness of human beings, differences. I would love to start with reading a phrase or a verse from the Bible. My favorite verse, which is from Matthew chapter 5. Matthew chapter 5 is saying, you have heard. This is what Jesus is saying now. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and send his rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward you will get? Are you not even the tax collector doing that? And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even pagan do that. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. This is actually the favorite part of actually God is asking us to love our enemies. And I mean, loving our enemies means seeing them as human beings. To love your enemy means to try and understand them and behave toward them as you would like them to do to you. We are all, created on the image of God, the creator of this universe, and every human has a call and duty in this journey to fulfill before death. Greed and selfishness will only bring division and discrimination and hate. We are all busy today to fulfill our own interests, and in the same time, we are looking for peace. But we have to ask our question. I mean, the question is, what is peace? What does peace mean for human beings? For me, I see peace is a self-healing and transformation, is to free ourselves from the materialism and to feel the sense of spiritual oneness with others. Look at others with compassion, empathy, solidarity, and understand the needs of others without judgment and without selfishness. Peace is to heal our personal and collective trauma that we inherited from the past, to look at the past and to learn lessons instead of playing the victim, the victim role and blaming the others. So this is actually where I see peace. Like today we are all live in fear, and fear is the motivator of violence and hate. We need to look at others as one and to feel their pain and think about the roots of the pain, where the pain comes from, and how can we all work on a collective healing from our traumas and to create like shared vision for the future for the human beings and from the possibility that we have. So prayers is not only words. Prayers for me is an action. Prayers is, feeding an animal, feeding a bird, feeding a poor is a prayer. Watering a tree is a prayer. Any act of human positive steps he prayers for this university. Anything you do, the positive energy radiation is a prayer. So today I pray, maybe I just share my prayer with you today. I pray that all humans, especially Palestinians and Israeli today in this hard time, to see each other as one, to look at the true meaning of being human, to experience life in all its color and to celebrate life with all differences, to accept and respect the needs of each other as a human in this life with love. We have, many differences between Israelis and Palestinian, Jews, Christian, Muslim, Druze, Baha'i, Samaritans. Every community has a need, and every community has a different, lifestyle, different way of living. And we should all respect and accept that without judgment, without, discrimination. I pray that all the victims of the current war will be our guardian angels in our life. Guide their spirit mean to guide us toward true fulfillment and love. I pray for an end to the violence and the bloodshed in Gaza and all the world. I pray that our leaders will have the wisdom to lead all people toward safety, equality, and justice. This is actually my prayer, to see each other as a human and to see the pain. How can we respect the others and listen to their pain with compassion and empathy. There is no differences between my pain and the Israeli pain, or the Jewish pain or the Muslim pain. We are all, as a human, suffer the same way. Each one of us suffer. We cry the same. So I pray, this is my prayer, that we actually should hear and listen to the pain of others and to heal that and create a shared vision for future. So thank you for giving me the space to share a little prayer from the little town of Bethlehem, from the land where we all call it Holy Land. If you ask Muslim, Christian, Jews, anyone, they call it Holy Land. It's not a place, it's a holy for a group more than the others. It's the place that, God chose it, that will be a group of different crazy people living here. And we should celebrate this craziness, together. And so thank you, Sheikh Ghassan, for giving me the space to share today.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you, brother. Elias, really, the enlivened prayer, it came from, I think, from Jesus directly. Because the revelation, you got the revelation of Jesus. You are at the same place there. You came from there. And really, not only the Holy Land, the problem that people say this is the Holy Land. I think these the holy people living on the land. We made everything holy because we have the light of God, the drops of light of God since the first, and I want to say, we can call it the reborn. We born again now, today, with this great prayer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elias. And we will continue together to bring the peace. We will handle until the end of the day, until we will take the light in our hands. And how to get the light in our hands, as you say, I'm influenced by you now, to catch the hands one of another. This is the light, to create the circle, as we say, the truth, one. It's not two. Oh, if it's one, who's the right? And do the truth. The truth is one, but in my hand, in your hand with the Jewish hand, the Buddhist hand, the Christian hand. And if all of us will be together, we can close the circle of the truth and we will be together.
Amen. Yeah.
Is the seeing and the vision. We don't need blindness. We don't need any cover to be between us and between all of the people all around the world. Thank you so much again, Elias. And Shahabudin, hello.
It's interesting, Ghassan, you said something I was going to say too. Jesus speaks about being reborn. But to be reborn, each of us must die. It doesn't mean our body must die, our mind must die. No. That part in us, which we insist upon keeping separate from the other, that part in us that says, yes, we're all one, but my one is better than your one. That part in us that really promotes violence, promotes fear, promotes doubt, that part must die. And when you do that, you take a great chance, because you're the one who is opening up your armor, your covering. You're saying, I'm vulnerable. And I know I've said this on this call before, but I say it again. Many years ago, 1970, whatever that is, over 50 years ago, I was in Turkey and I had a teacher, Süleyman Dede, and he said something to me that I always thought was so strange at the time. He said, Shahabudin, there are only two kinds of people in the world. One person holds the gun and pulls the trigger. The other person stands in front of the gun and gets shot. He said, if you ever have a choice, stand in front of the gun. Don't pull the trigger. It's a very powerful lesson. And we need that lesson today. It doesn't mean that we should all get shot. It means the negativity in us, we have to let that die. And it's not easy, but it is part of our purpose in being human. Elias spoke so beautifully about the human being. The word human, it comes from two roots. The first is hu, H-U, or hu, which is another name for God. And the second is actually Sanskrit from India, manas. And what does it mean? Mind. The human being is God mind. So we should become our father and mother in heaven and start to live the God mind. And sure, it's not easy and scary because most won't agree with it. But that's our lesson. That's what we need to do. That's what we're being asked to do by Jesus and all the prophets of God. So, thank you. And Elias, every word you said shows in your face. Your face is your prayer. So, thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Shabuddin. Thank you, Elias. And as you say, we need to die before to reborn. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he say, die before you'll die. Mutu qabla an tamutu. Die before you'll die. The meaning, as Shahabuddin exactly explained, not your mind, not die. You need to fight your evil inclination, your dark side, and that side will die. When that side will die, everything will be alive all around us, all of the world. And we can see more bright, more beautiful, more in harmony with one another and another. We'll finish today, but as we say, the meaning of finishing, we are begin now. We will begin now. This is the beginning for tomorrow. Prepare from now until tomorrow. I remember when they told us we'll take you for a picnic with the schools. Oh, Mom, tomorrow we have a picnic. Can you prepare for me a good food? You know, we need that food. We need that great, come to say, storage for tomorrow and after and after and after. And again, Ramadan is knock the door. We are on the edge there. We, as we say, we have 3 big iftars in the Holy Land. You know, we are all of us together, right? It's your iftars, not Abrahamic Reunion or Elias or Shahabuddin or Ghassan. It's ours, all of us. We need to succeed to bring the people together. As Elias say, all of us, we need to be not like this. We need to be like this together. We must succeed with the iftar. This is the healing for this period, for this time. This is the healing. We need to succeed together. Love you so much. See you tomorrow at 11. Salam, shalom, peace.
Peace. Salam alaikum, shalom alaikum.
Salam alaikum. شكرا يا إلي بقلبي.
شكرا شيخنا حبيبي.
أنا شهر الجاي عندكم وبدي أجي أزوركم، أوكي؟
أهلا وسهلا.
هذا الشهر، أوكي.
بتشرفنا بنيجي بنفطر مع بعض في رمضان.
يا ريت، أكيد في إشي رح نعمله مع بعض.
أهلا وسهلا. سلام.